The 3R Endurance Series presented by OTE Sports has been hotly contested, and with 102 riders in the pen, Stage 5 was shaping up to be more of the same. The series features longer routes and races of 90 to 120 minutes to really test riders' legs, and today's stage took in Petit Boucle, which takes riders around every route in France except Mont Ventoux in both directions, 61 kilometers in total. Last week's stage on PRL Half saw the field decimated by the Box Hill climb, with only 3 riders making it up all 4 ascents in the front group. And while today's route was flatter, the racers still had to contend with the Petit KOM in both directions, with the last climb topping out just 3 kilometers from the finish and guaranteed to be decisive. The series is tightly poised in both the individual and teams classifications. Coco Cadence leads the way with 2 wins from 4 stages and a 12-point lead over 2 AHDR riders Daniel Wells and Adam Dawson. In the teams competition, it's been an epic battle between Team AHDR and ZSUNR Racing. AHDR jumped to an early lead, but after Dawson was dropped in Stage 4, ZSUNR managed to capitalise and take a 4-point lead as we head to France. With 40 points available for the winner and the best 3 riders from each team counting towards the team's classification, the series is still wide open. A lead group of 77 established themselves early, but the new pack dynamics proved distracting, with so many in the bunch, and the side-to-side movement of the riders was the subject of much discussion in the chat. It wouldn't be long until that number was reduced though. ZSUNR and AHDR surged strongly up the short aqueduct KOM, stretching the field and reducing the bunch to 50. Most of the group stayed in contact up the steep pinches of the Petit KOM reverse, but the acceleration of the bunch onto the descent caught out many riders at the back, and by the time the race was back on flat roads, we were down to a group of 25 contenders. With the final climb looming ominously, it was a pedestrian pace through the countryside, as riders saved their matches for an explosive finale. ZSUNR made the first move with 6.3 kilometers to go, a solo attack opening up a few seconds gap and stretching the field. As the chase began in earnest, Dawson found himself on the wrong side of a 4-second gap and had to dig deep, eventually making contact around the cobbled hairpin as the group was whittled down to just 15 riders, and ZSUNR were left with just 2 in the front group versus AHDR's 3, putting the Aussie Hump Day riders in the box seat. The leaders bunched up through the KOM banner and onto the rapid descent back to the marina finish line, including several opportunities to super tuck and give tired legs a chance to recover for the sprint. A cagey lead-in followed, with the key contenders looking at one another and no one willing to be the one to jump first. Riders to watch are series leader Coco Cadence in the orange and blue kit, Dawson from AHDR sitting 3rd overall, Coggins from ZSUNR in the red shorts who's in 4th, and Paul Taylor from Inside Job sitting 5th overall and sporting the yellow kit and orange hat. We also had Pohlmeier from Germany in the navy and white, who won yesterday's Racing Without Borders Spring League race and clearly still had something to give. And Pedersen in the red and black, who wasn't on Zwift Power and doesn't feature in this series. Vieira from Tugaz had sat on the front from 500 out and was the first to jump at 250 to go, with Dawson quickly joining him and Coggins right on his wheel. Coco loomed large, but it was Pohlmeier and Coggins who surged towards the lead inside the final 100 metres, and Pohlmeier looked a clear winner on the screen until a thunderous final surge from Coco Cadence propelled him through the field and onto victory in a blanket finish with only a 1/10 of a second separating the first 5 riders. That win cements Coco's place on top of the series leaderboard as he takes a commanding lead into the final 3 weeks. In the teams competition, AHDR won the day, with Dan Wells in 8th and Ilya Lesniak in 10th, but just fell short of reeling in ZSUNR Racing, who will take a 2-point lead onto 3 Sisters next week. For more racing coverage across all grades, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.